are fading from my view. Alone on board a ferry as I sail away from you. The dreams and plans we cherish as we share the last few years, they're slowly being extinguished. They run down my face in tears. 1, 2, 1, 2. Heart of mine is breaking. It's planted in my breast. Still everybody tells me, sure you know it's for the best. Today I lose my best friend as I leave you both behind. Both you, my love, and Ireland will be always on my mind. The lights of Rosslare Harbour are fading from my view. Alone on board a ferry as I sail away from you. The dreams and plans we cherish as we share the last few years, they're slowly being extinguished. They run down my face in tears. I'm sitting by the window as I'm sailing out to sea. The flashing lights of Tusker are my only company, and for a few brief moments as we share our last farewell, who knows how long it'll be before I see her lights again. The lights of Rosslare Harbour are fading from my view. Hello everybody, and you're welcome to Peter's Garage Sessions. This is the 44th live show. Sorry about that, bit of a tickle in my throat. It was a bad time to get one, wasn't it? But anyway, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in, and if you could hit that share button at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, or it's the right, left, or right, it's one or the other anyway. You can hit that for me, I would very much appreciate it. Also, all the songs we sing here tonight, of course, are all done for fun and entertainment purposes only. I don't have the rights to any of them, so just to get the formalities out of the way. Last week, I promised you a bit of a surprise on the show. Well, unfortunately, it didn't come through. We were supposed to come live from Warren Point in County Down this week, but unfortunately, due to things, we just couldn't do it. So we're going to cancel that one until after Christmas. And we're going to come live from Warren Point in County Down over at my brother's house shortly after Christmas. I promise you that. I'm going to do a few more live venues outside. So we'll get a few done. But that was the surprise. But unfortunately, it didn't work out the way we thought. So now, Dylan, I think we're going to hit straight into the show. I have a bit of a Christmassy feel tonight because I'm going to do a few Christmas songs later on. Throughout the next few weeks, what we intend to do is do a few Christmas songs as we're going along. And then just before Christmas, maybe the week before Christmas, we're going to have a Christmas hour and a half. What we're going to do is we're going to play nothing but Christmas songs. So we'll pop a few in between now and then. But Dylan, you can hit the first one for there now. It's a mixture. And we'll do the Christmas songs there. Here we go. They say don't go on Wolverton Mountain if you're looking for a wife. 'Cause Clifton Flowers has a pretty young daughter, and he's mighty handy with a gun and a knife. Her tender lips are sweeter than honey, and Wolverton Mountain protects her there. The bears and the birds tell Clifton Clowers, if a stranger should enter there. All of my dreams are on Wolverton Mountain. I want his daughter for my wife. I'll take my chances and climb that mountain. Old Clifton Clowers, he might take my life. Her tender lips are sweeter than honey, and Wolverton Mountain protects her there. The bears and the birds tell Clifton Clowers, if a stranger should wander there. I'm a-going up on Wolverton Mountain. It's too lonesome down here below. It's just not right to hide his daughter from the one who loves her so. Her tender lips are sweeter than honey, and Wolverton Mountain protects her there. The bears and the birds tell Clifton Clowers, if a stranger should wander there. But I don't care about Clifton Towers. I'm going up there on his mountain. I'm gonna take the girl I love. I don't care about Clifton Towers. I'm gonna climb up on his mountain. I'm gonna get the one I love. I don't care about Clifton Towers. I'm gonna climb up on his mountain. No, you like the jumper, yeah? Christmas jumper. I'm no Brian, it wasn't got in Super Value. I bought it online. I shipped it all the way in from England. No, Santa's little helper. Woohoo! No, then we're going to hit straight into the next one if you don't mind. Come on, Brian, keep the comments coming. Everybody, keep them comments coming because that's what this show is about. Good evening to you all. I'm reading the comments here as they come up. Around his window he watches as people, they come and they go on their way, rushing to catch the train homeward, as he often did in his day. He remembers the dark of the morning and the days when he worked in the rain, the good times, the bad times, and the friends that he knew. He'll never see them again. At night when the streets are deserted, except for the takeaway sign, he thinks of the men that he worked with on the buildings, the roads, and the mines, the girl that he met in the galaxy. He thought he might make her his own. Maybe if there was less drinking, he wouldn't have wound up alone. P's for powerful when put to the test, A's for always doing your best, B's for doing if it can be done, and D's for drinking when working was done. Y is for yearning to see home again, proud to be Irish and hard-working men. Paddy, remember though your days that you're the rock that England stands on. He never explained just what happened. The years seemed to pass like a day. Was it the rain or the shovel took the strength from his limbs away? times he thinks of the boring that led from his house to the lane, and made that he worked with his father, he'll never see them again. P is for powerful when put to the test. A is for always doing your best. D is for doing if it can be done. And D is for drinking when working was done. Y is for yearning to see home again. Proud to be Irish and hard-working men. Paddy, remember, though your day is done, you're the rock that England stands on. And he makes his way back to the shelter. Rain starts to fall on the ground. A young man just in from Cork City asks him where work could be found. He said, son, take a long look at Paddy, and remember whatever you do, this broken old man that you're seeing, he was once a young fellow like you. He is for powerful when put to the test. A is for always doing your best. D is for doing if it can be done. A D is for drinking when working was done. Y is for yearning to see home again. Proud to be Irish and hard-working men. Paddy, remember, though your day is done, you're the rock that England stands on. Thank you, I hope you like that. Well, of course, is Paddy, and that, of course, is a great little song. An Irish song, but it's a great one. Now, I just want to thank a few people. I want to thank the fabulous women from Fabulous Finds. I was in Lynn's last night, and I entertained them for 2 hours, and I had a ball, and I hope they did. They did, from what I seen, they did have a ball. A great, great bunch of people. Of course, Fabulous Finds is the shop here in town, and anything you want, go in there, they'll sell it to you. They do it all. It's all voluntary, and they do a fantastic job. And they had a great night last night, and thoroughly deserved. I enjoyed it myself. Now, Dylan, we're going to hit the road, because we're going to go 6 days on the road. I hope you like this one. 6 days on the road. You know the words, sing along. Well, I pulled out of Pittsburgh, rolling down that eastern seaboard. I got my diesel wound up, but she's rolling like I never before. There's a speed zone ahead, all right, and I don't see a cop in sight. 6 days on the road, I said I'm gonna make it home tonight. I got 10 forward gears in the Georgia overdrive. I'll get a little pipe pills and my eyes are open and wide. I just passed the Jimmy in White, and I've been passing everything in sight. 6 days on the road, I said I'm gonna make it home tonight. Well, it seems like a month since I kissed my baby goodbye. I could have a lot of women, but I'm not like some other guys. I could find one to hold me tight, and I could never make believe it's alright. 6 days on the road, I said I'm gonna make it home tonight. Welcome back, Brian. Well, the ICC is checking on down the line. I'm a little overweight, but my logbook is way behind. But nothing bothers me tonight. I can dodge all the scales all right. 6 days on the road, I said I'm gonna make it home tonight. Well, my rig's a little old, but that don't mean she's slow. There's a flame from a stack and she smokes blowing like black coal. My hometown's a coming in sight, and if you think I'm happy, you're right. 6 days on the road, I said I'm gonna make it home tonight. 6 days on the road, I said I'm gonna make it home tonight. 6 days on the road, I said I'm gonna make it home tonight. 6 days on the road, I said I'm gonna make it home tonight. Now, I'm gonna hand you over to the woman herself. She's chopping at the bit here as usual, and she looks well. You'll see her later on, honest to God. She looks well. Anyway, hand you over to Pauline.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to say hello to Bernie O'Neill, Samantha Scally, Mia Kelly, Eileen and Mix Balan, and of course Diane and Paddy and the 2 grandkids, Mary Quinn, Valerie and Des Flanagan, Tony Scally, Margaret and Michal Cannon, Christy and Joyce, Alicia and Shay, Tracy Walker, Kathleen Gannon, and I'll leave it there.
That'll do, Pauline. Fair play to you. That's it. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and everyone that she hasn't mentioned yet, but we'll get through all the names. Again, if we don't get your name, it's not because it's just that we get that many in. We just they can't keep up. It's a good complaint, but anyway. Here we go. So, Dylan, we're going to kick straight into the next one, if you don't mind. This is a little Alan Jackson number. I hope you like this one. It's called Living on Love. All right, Valerie, Tony, and Carmel, beware of her ladies. Bernie O'Neill. Woo! Hope the sounds. Dylan, you wouldn't turn up the monitors. Two young people without a thing say some vows and spread their wings. Will settle down with just what they need, living on love. The girl, she don't care for what's in style. She just likes the way he smiles. It takes more than marble and tile, living on love. Living on love, buying on time. Without somebody, nothing ain't worth a dime. Just like an old-fashioned storybook rhyme, we're living on love. It sounds simple, that's what you're thinking, but love can walk through fire without blinking. Doesn't take much when you get enough, living on love. It's coming. Not tonight, but it'll be there. I promise you. I get to one. We discussed it today, didn't we, Rocky? Young people without a thing, children gone and still they sing, side by side on a front porch swing, living on love. Caroline, you can't see anymore, and she can barely sweep the floor. Hand in hand they walk through that door, living on love. Living on love, buying on time. Without somebody, nothing ain't worth a dime. Just like an old-fashioned storybook rhyme, we're living on love. It sounds simple, that's what you're thinking, but love can walk through fire without blinking. It doesn't take much when you get enough, living on love. Living on love, buying on time. Without somebody, nothing ain't worth a dime. Just like an old-fashioned storybook rhyme, we're living on love. It sounds simple, that's what you're thinking, but love can walk through fire without blinking. It doesn't take much when you get enough of living on love. It doesn't take much when you get enough of living on love. Woo! Now, Rocky, I am working on that song. We discussed this last night. Actually, myself and Dylan discussed it today. And we are. It's Clearwater Revival. Creedence Clearwater Revival. And we have one of their songs coming in the next couple of weeks for you. I promise you. He wants a rock song. Well, I'm going to give him a rock song. So here we go. Now, I hope you like this one. I hope you all have your tickets for Garth Brooks. Have you all got your tickets for Garth Brooks? Well, I hope you have. Well, anyway, we'll do a little Garth Brooks number just to warm you up here, and we're going to do the dance. So I hope you like this one. Looking back on the memory of the dance we shared beneath the stars above. For a moment, all the world was right. How could I have known that you'd ever say goodbye? And I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our lives are better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the day. Holding you, I held everything. For a moment, wasn't I a king? If I'd only known how the king would fall. Hey, who's to say? You know I might have changed at all. And I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our lives are better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the day. Yes, my life is better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the day. And Susan and Brian there as well, and Valerie as well. She's on there. Lovely song, beautiful song. Yeah, I do hope you enjoyed that one. The dance, Garth Brooks, absolutely brilliant. Now, don't forget, I announced it last week. And I'm working on it as we speak, but I'm putting together one hell of a bash for New Year's Eve. So spread the word to all your family and friends to come on board. I'm going to be going from about 10 o'clock in the evening until 12:30 that night. Now, they're all looking at me in the studio because I'm going to have to come back half an hour. But anyway, I am going from 10 o'clock until 12:30. And we are going to ring in the new year. And we are going to ring it in some style because I think we deserve it. with all the lockdowns and all the restrictions that's been announced this week, I think we need a good time. So it's up to you to get all your friends and family online, and we're going to have one hell of a shindig, and we're going to put 2021 behind us, and we're going to drag in 2022 in some style. So I'm working on it. So spread the word to all your friends, because I tell you, we are going to have one hell of a shindig. I promise you that. Now, Dylan, Pauline's favourite song. She loves this one. She's looking at me funny, but you know when I start singing what I mean. It's one of my favourite songs, and she likes this one. Come on, Dylan, give her a bit of washki there. Woohoo! Here we go. Oh, the wagon train of a lovin' moving slow, and I can see the peace pipe is burning low. Oh, you criticize each little thing I do. Oh, but listen, baby, I've got news for you. There's too many chiefs and not enough Indians. She's laughing around this house. Oh, baby, I'm tired of this old game they call cat and mouse. If you don't give just a little bit more, we're both gonna lose this race. 'Cause there's too many chiefs and not enough Indians around this place. Trouble on our happy hunting ground, 'cause you keep stepping too far out of bounds. It's hard to run this reservation right when you stay on the warpath a day and night. I should have reading. There's too many chiefs and not enough Indians around this house. Baby, I'm tired of this old game that they call cat and mouse. If you don't give just a little bit more, we're both gonna lose this race. 'Cause there's too many chiefs and not enough Indians around this place. Oh yeah, Chris. Woo! Oh, look at all the things I have to do to keep this teepee running just for you. Oh, well, times are tough and the wampum's hard to say. Here we go. Just remember who's the squaw and who's the brave. Oh, there's too many chiefs and not enough Indians around this house. Baby, I'm tired of this old game they call cat and mouse. If we don't give just a little bit more, we're both gonna lose this race. 'Cause there's too many chiefs and not enough Indians around this place. Woohoo! She's up and she's dancing around the floor here. Well, you see her later on. La, 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 la. Oh, she looks well. I hope you enjoyed that one, of course. Dean Martin number, Too Many Chiefs and Not Enough Indians. It's a great song. Absolutely cracking song. Now, Dylan. Oh, tomorrow evening, I want to announce this. At 6 o'clock, the Christmas lights are being officially turned on in the town. The new Christmas tree down the Christmas tree down the bottom end of the town. There's one at the library. And our new library is open, and it's going to be taking place at the 5 of it. Look, it's low key. It's going to Blue Santa this year. I'm not sure what happens, but it'll be all a surprise. It's happening at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. I'm actually setting up the sound tomorrow evening for the choir, and I might even sing a few songs myself. And it's all taking place at 6 o'clock outside that. So if you want to come in, you're more than welcome. There'll be no mulled wine. There'll be nothing like that like we've had in other years. Unfortunately, that's due to the restrictions and all that. But Dylan says he's not good if there's no mulled wine, but he's going to bring his own. Anyway, but that's tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock. There's a crew of us arrive or going in at 3:30, and we're going to set up, and we're going to see what we can do, and we're not going to let things let us down. We're going to drive on and put the town on the map again as regards Christmas and Santa for the kids, all the better. And we'll be putting a bit of music in there tomorrow evening as well. So yous are all welcome. Now, Dylan, we're going to kick on with this next song. That's at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, by the way. Now, this is the Blue Ridge Mountain Girl. I hope you like this one. Oh, cool, big hit for you. It's so cold here in Chicago. The wind could cut you like a knife. Another died, another daughter. What a way to spend the life. She was young and I was restless, and I went on to win the world. Said goodbye to my Virginia and my Blue Ridge Mountain girl. And I could see her standing by the window, and there's nothing sadder in this world than those green eyes, all red from crying, of my Blue Ridge Mountain girl. Eileen says, great sound, Del Boy. She's right. In my hand I hold a letter. She said she'd made a pretty bride. Well, as I lie here in the darkness, she lies by another side. Well, I've got money in my pocket, silver dreams that I'll wear. Oh, but I'd trade them all this minute for the gold that's in her hair. And I can see her standing by the window, and there's nothing sadder in this world than those green eyes, all red from crying, and my Blue Ridge Mountain girl. I see her standing by the window, and there's nothing sadder in this world than those green eyes, all red from crying, of my Blue Ridge Mountain girl. Of my Blue Ridge Mountain girl. Woo! Dylan, you might turn on the light over there and hit number 6 for me if you don't mind. And we'll get a bit of flashing lights going on in here and see does that add to the tempo a little. Well, what do you think of that? Ha! It's great stuff. Now, thank you, Dylan. Mighty stuff. Now, this was a song I sang last night at Lynn's, and there was a few people said they never heard of it before, but I've done it quite a few times in the show. This is a great one. My mother loves it. My Aunt Teresa. Normally get up and do a waltz around the kitchen. That's Granny, yep. Well, they can get up again because I'm going to do it again tonight. And Aidan O'Neill loves this one. He commented on it last night. He said it was an absolute beautiful song. And it is a great song. Charlie Lansbury number. And hopefully, I'm actually going to be, I offered me services, and I'm going to, I have to thank my good friend Nolene Burke here. I'm going in next Tuesday week, and I'm going to entertain the patients and all that and everyone in the Manor Nursing Home for 2 hours. I'm going to give them a bit of a few songs, a bar of music there next Tuesday, and I'm really looking forward to that. And I might even have a special guest with me. We'll see how it goes, but I'm looking for it. And Nolene, thanks very much for setting that up for me. It's something I wanted to do for a while, and I'm going to do it. So here we go, Dylan. You want to hit this one? This one is called... What is this one called, Dylan? An Irish waltz. It is an Irish waltz. Here we go. Know the words. Sing along. I'm slow on my feet and I'm lacking in grace. No one could ever look more out of place than me on a dance floor with egg on my face. Oh, dancing an Irish waltz. Good girl, Valerie, you're dancing away, and so am I. Woohoo! I looked up and couldn't believe what I saw. The kind of face I'd only dreamed of before. So I swallowed my pride and I took to the floor as the band played an Irish waltz. 1, 2, 3 went my heart, and we smiled as we swayed, and the band sweetly played. My legs felt like lead, and there were stars in my head. But when we danced an Irish waltz, I was clumsy and dark-foot and so ill at ease. Blood rushed to my head while the strength left my knees. But the moment that stole out of my memory is when we danced an Irish waltz. 1, 2, 3 went my heart, and we smiled as we swayed, and the band sweetly played. My legs felt like lead, and there were stars in my head when we danced an Irish waltz. Oh, we've been together for years since that night, and my two left feet still can't quite get it right. Our children look on and they laugh with delight. Oh, when we danced an Irish waltz. 1, 2, 3 went my heart, and we smiled as we swayed, and the man sweetly played. My legs felt like lead, but there were stars in my head. Oh, when we danced an Irish waltz. La 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 la. The man sweetly played, but it felt like lead. When we danced an Irish waltz. La 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 la. Got ahead of myself there, so I did. Woo! But I was dancing away. Pauline was dancing. We were swaying. Oh, when we danced an Irish waltz. Hope you enjoyed that one. It's a great song. Now, Dylan, I'm going to hand you back over to Pauline. And Pauline's going to read out a few names.
Okay, I'd like to say hello to my sister-in-law, Caroline, and my mother-in-law, Josie, watching in from Mullingar. And a special shout-out to my cousin, Brian Kelly, in England. Hope you're feeling better soon, Brian. And hello to Mary Farrell, Susan and Seamus Scott, Mary Mannion, Kathleen Dolan Conway, Fiona Klein, Chris Toohey, Mary Smith, Carmel and Seamus Maguire, Marion Scott, Stephen Adams, Nolene Walsh, Richard Cheevers, Marion Sheridan. And
thanks, Pauline. You read out the rest of the names there. Fair play to you. Rocky can't dance. He's having his tea, huh? That's a good one. He's telling me not to dance. He dances. He's having his tea, is he? Don't dance. Oh, the beggar, the bugger. I'll get him back for that. I won't play the rock song now. I know I will. Promise you will. Now, Dylan, if you want to hit the next one, it's a lovely little song. I played a lot of songs that I haven't done in quite a while, so this one, of course, is Galway Bay. Hope you like this one. Brian, this is for you. And Eileen as well. Here we go. If you ever go across the sea to Ireland, be it only at the closing of your days. You can sit and watch the moon rise over Claddagh and see the sun go down on Galway Bay, just to hear again the ripple of the trout stream, or the women in the meadows making hay, or to sit beside her fire in a cavern, or watch the barefoot gossans as they play. Oh, the breeze is blowing o'er the sea from Ireland, and perfumed by the heather as they blow, and the women in the uplands digging pretty speak a language that the strangers do not know. Oh, the strangers came and tried to teach us their ways. They scorned us for being what we are. Oh, but they might as well go chasing after moonbeams, or light a penny candle from a star. And if there's going to be a life hereafter, as somehow I feel sure there's going to be, I will ask my God to let me make my heaven in that dear old land across the Irish Sea. I will ask my God to make me make my heaven in that dear land across the Irish Sea. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed that one. It's an absolute cracker of a song. Now, Dylan, I'm going to hand you over to Paulie now, because this is the birthday section. Have we any birthdays, Paulie?
We just have one, yeah.
Oh, we have one. All right, then.
Just one.
Over to Paulie.
Okay, I'd like to wish my nephew Tony a very happy 21st birthday for tomorrow. That comes in from all of us here.
Oh, lovely. Fair play to you, Tony. Happy birthday to you. So we're going to sing happy birthday to you now, all the way up from Derry. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tony. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Tony, from us all down here. Now, Dylan, straight into the next one. This is a cracking song. This one is called Streets of Promise. Of course, it's by the Murphys down there from Dingle in County Kerry. Again, all the songs I sing tonight are for fun and entertainment purposes only. I don't own the rights to them, but we love singing them. Well, once upon a time, some bright lights called to me, and I dreamed of future fortunes and the things that I could be. So I left my little town, thinking it would let me down. But my youth was yet to teach me that my feet were for the ground. So I set my sights on a life in the grand city, where the streets of promise drew me in. Oh, and their brightest lights lit the path of my ambition, and those streets of promise play the game that I can win. I lived my life, but over time my wishful heart began to find that it's not always easy to leave those you love behind. Those city streets were paved with gold, now and then kept me on my toes, and so it seems my newfound dreams are treasures to behold. Oh, I set my sights on a life in the grand city, where the streets of promise drew me in. Oh, and their brightest lights lit the path of my ambition, and those streets of promise play the game that I can't win. The years that went and passed me by, it took me time to realize that all I ever wanted was back in the Emerald Isle. I packed my bags with lessons learned and headed home where I'd earned. Thank God above to those I love, and blessing me with thine. So I set my sights on a life in the grand city, where the streets of promise drew me in. And the brightest lights lit the path of my ambition, but those streets of promise played a game that I can't win. So I set my sights on a life in the grand city, where the streets of promise drew me in. And the brightest lights lit the path of my ambition, but those streets of promise played a game that I can't win. Oh, and the streets of promise played a game that I can't win. Woo! Dylan, you must be doing something great, because everyone is complimenting the sound tonight. It sounds great, they're saying. Fair play to you, boy. Now, as you see, I'm dressed with my fantastic Christmas jumper on me. Santa's little helper. Well, now we're going to burst into a few Christmas songs. I have a few Christmas songs we're going to sing. We're going to sing a few every Saturday night, and then Saturday night before Christmas, we're going to do a whole show entirely dedicated to Christmas songs. So if you want some dedications done or anything like that, send them in for that, or you want me to sing a few Christmas songs. If I know them, I'll sing them. So just send them in to me, we'll see how it goes. Dylan, bring down two of me little buddies there, will you? Yeah, bring down two of me little buddies here. I have to thank my sister. I have this little tree here. I had it up last year. And, of course, my sister gave me this tree. A whopper. Absolutely brilliant. Fair play to her, Caroline. And look at these little boys. Look at these bad boys. They're great little yogs. They're mighty. I didn't get a chance to put them up. There's lights and everything in them. They have the light and everything. Mighty little job. Now we'll put them there, one there. And we'll stick another one there. And we'll start off the Christmas selection. So, Dylan, this is quiz time. So I'm not going to give you the name of the song. I don't want the name of the song. I want the name of the person who wrote this song. It's the person who wrote the song. Now, a lot of people have sang it, but I want the person who wrote the song. On last year's Christmas show, my Christmas show, I sang it with a guest. So I want you to give me the name of the person who wrote this song. Dylan, you want to hit her there? You should get it. I'm not giving that away. But it's a cracking song. Christmas time in Ireland, in the days when I was young, when we gathered round the fire, and the old songs they were sung, to hear my dear old mother tell of bygone days of yore, and the way that she spent Christmas in dear old Lenamore. The man who wrote Christmas time was different in the days of yesteryear, with candles in the windows and the bells rang loud and clear. All the family gathered, they came from far and wide, to be all together for a joyous Christmas time. Holly round the pictures, oh, red with berries bright, oh, decorations flutter, oh, they make a pretty sight. Oh, peeping through the windows, oh, the world is white with snow, and the friendly birds are calling, and the widgeons they fly low. Oh, Christmas time in Ireland, in the days when I was young, when we gathered round the fire, and the old songs they were sung, to hear my dear old mother tell of bygone days of yore, and the way that she spent Christmas in dear old Lenamore. Yes, he was a local man. He's from Lenamore, and you're starting to get it. It's well I do remember the nights of Christmas Eve, as we watched the bright stars in the sky, my stocking I would leave, oh, hanging from the bedstead, my heart is full of glee, oh, hoping that dear Santa Claus will please remember me. And then on Christmas morning, as dinner time grew near, oh, the smell of turkey cooking, oh, currant cake and beer, oh, happy, happy Christmas, oh, let us all be glad that we have cherished memories of the Christmases we've had. Christmas time in Ireland, in the days when I was young, when we gathered round the fire, and the old songs they were sung, to hear my dear old mother tell of bygone days of yore, and the way that she spent Christmas in dear old Lenamore, and the way that she spent Christmas in dear old Lenamore. Thank you. Well, I hope you like that one. That's actually one of my favourite Christmas songs, and I had the pleasure of having that man's daughter in here last Christmas with me, Sinead Farrell, which is now Sinead Flood. And she sang that song with me, and it, of course, is her father's song. And I'm talking about the late, great, the one and only Patsy Farrell from Lenamore, or Lagan over there. Absolutely brilliant. Now, this is in no particular order. The ones who got her right: Mary Smith, Mary O'Reilly, Margaret Canning, Desi Wren, Brian Milmo, Bob Bryan, Kathleen Dolan Conway, Muriel Goff, fair play Muriel, and Eileen's Plan, fair play to you all. But the winner of tonight's fastest texter first is Fair play to you. Margaret Cannon, you've done it again. Fair play to you, Margaret. Fair play to you. Of course, that is Patsy Farrell, of course. Christmas Time in Ireland. Absolute brilliant song. Well penned. Now, Dylan. My little buddy for this. We're going to sing this one together, are we? We are. You sure? Yeah, we're going to. Here we go. We're going to sing this one together. Are you ready? This is for all the kids out there as well. They'll all like this one, won't they? They will. And it's not Frosty the Snowman. It's actually Rudolph, the red-nosed.
Rudolph.
Here we go.
Rudolph.
Oh, Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeers used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer game. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeers loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Here you go.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose.
And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. He never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. And then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with my nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeers loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history.
Rudolph, Rudolph, oh Rudolph.
Bit of fun there, of course. Now, Dylan, you want to hit straight into the next one? This is one myself and two of my buddies, Philly Green and Richie Chambers, done on a show one night. It was Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr., you're right. And old Dean Martin as well. And here we go. Hope you like this one. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. And it doesn't show signs of stopping. And I brought me some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, oh, I hate going out in a storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. And the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow and snow. Thanks, Brian. Say hello to your mother for me. Woohoo! Girl Valerie. Oh, and we finally kiss goodnight. How I hate going out in a storm. But if you really grab me tight, then all the way home I'll be warm. Oh, the fire is slowly dying. Now, my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Hope you like that one. Let it snow, of course, is a cracking little song. Now we're going to end up this this quarter. We're going to 4 songs for Christmas, and we're going to sing this one, Dylan. So if you want to hit this one straight away. This is another one of my favourites. I absolutely love this song. I hope you like it too. This was called "Do You Hear What I Hear?" Said the night wind to the little lamb, "Do you see what I see? Way up in the sky, little lamb. Do you see what I see? A star, dancing in the night, with a tail as big as a kite, with a tail as big as a kite." Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy, "Do you hear what I hear? Bringing you through the sky, shepherd boy. Do you hear what I hear? A song, high up in the trees, with a voice as big as the sea. Oh, with a voice as big as the sea." Said the shepherd boy to the mighty king, "Do you hear what I know? In your palace warm, mighty king. Do you know what I know? A child shivers in the cold. Let him bring us silver and gold. Oh, let him bring us silver and gold." Said the king to the people everywhere, "Listen to what I say. Pray for peace everywhere. Listen to what I say. A child sleeping in the night. He will bring us goodness and light. Oh, he will bring us goodness and light." Love that song. Brilliant. Now, that's the end of the Christmas segment for now, for this week. But next week, we'll come in with 4 different ones. And then we'll culminate on the last week, coming up to Christmas, and we'll give our socks. We'll go the whole hog, the whole show, Christmas songs. So if you send them in, and if I can do them, I will. That took a lot out of me. That was a big one. Now, Dylan, we're going to kick straight to the next song, because this next song was requested by Susan Scott. Susan and Seamus Scott, all the way from Boyle in the County of Roscommon. And, of course, her mother, Josephine. I'll sing this for you as well. This, of course, is called The Boston Rose. Now the autumn leaves are falling, and the tourists have all gone, and the children, they have all gone back to school. And my life is as it was before. We work 8 hours a day, but the company's still making all the rules. But there's a girl in Massachusetts, out of Boston town, she said, and her lovely face is with me all the day. But I met her down in Oaktree. You're welcome, Susan. With hair upon her head, and I took her heart, 'cause she stole mine away. So goodbye, my Boston beauty. Hello, Maury Grant. My Boston rose. I'll wait for you. I think of you. Back to you I'll go. Goodbye, my Boston beauty. Farewell, my Boston rose. I wish that you were here, but I know that's the way life goes. Oh you, Max. There's a song we sang all summer in the bars in Dublin town. I can hear it on the factory radio, and the feelings I remember when I hear that simple tune make me wonder if it really happened so. For we laughed and loved together till the summer days were gone, and she had to fly across the ocean wide. So goodbye, my Boston beauty, until we meet again, and I'll keep the fires burning deep inside. Here we go. So goodbye, my Boston beauty, farewell, my Boston rose. I'll wait for you, I'll think of you, no thread to you I'll pull. So goodbye, my Boston beauty, farewell, my Boston rose. I wish that you were here, but I know that's the way life goes. And some nights, oh, when I'm drinking and my friends have gathered round, well, just for fun, someone brings up your name. Well, I smile there, oh, with the rest of them, but I can't hear a sound. I love you, but to them it's all the same. And at nights when I'm alone, my love, you come into my mind, and visions flash across the emerald isle. Well, I watch the moon there up above, and we leave this earth behind, and I'll call to you as I go sailing by. Look there, lady. So goodbye, my Boston beauty, farewell, my Boston rose. I'll wait for you, I'll think of you, no thread to you I'll pull. So goodbye, my Boston beauty, farewell, my Boston rose. I wish that you were here, but I know that's the way life goes. I wish that you were here, so farewell, my Boston Road. Now, Susan, that was just for you. Now, I'm going to hand you over to Pauline, and Pauline is going to... She has a few things to say. She's chopping at the bit there. She looks well. Well, you see her.
I'd like to say hello to Margaret Fox, and also Dean and Eleanor Kelly, to Marie Cox, Rocky Tierney, Adrian Kiernan, my sister Maggie, and also my sister Mary and Carla Jane Jones, who's watching with Mary tonight.
Fair play.
My sister Muriel, my brother Sean, and my sister-in-law Jodie. And also to Mags Fairview from Graignaman in County Kilkenny, Kevin McGowan, Billy Ray, Orla Foy, Diane Hoggs from Scotland, Brian Milmo, Jim Kelly, and Maureen Grant from Scotland. And also Casey Scally, who was watching in with Tracy Walker tonight.
Ah, fair play, Trace, fair play. Fair play to you all for tuning in, and I'm delighted at that. Now, and Valerie, I might bring the whole crew over Tuesday, will I? Bring the whole crew over. Pauline, Dylan, the lot. We'll see. I'm only messing with you. It'll be too much, I think, but I'll chat to you Tuesday. We'll have a good day Tuesday anyway. Now, Dylan, if you want to hit the next song. Dylan is wondering what's going on Tuesday. Yes. I'm having my Christmas dinner. Valerie, I can't wait. It's great every year. You and Des. Woohoo! Here we go. Little country. There we go. They're all jealous now. The first thing I remember knowing was a lonesome whistle blowing, and a young man's dream of growing up to ride on a freight train leaving town, not knowing where I'm bound. No one could change my mind, but Mama tried. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could change my mind, but Mama tried. Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better, but her pleading eye and eye, that leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. Here we go. Don't listen to her, Valerie. Don't be listening to her. Oh, the Carroll County pointed out it's kind of square. Oh, the biggest thing that happens is the county fair. I guess that's why it seemed like such a big event. Oh, what we all call the Carroll County accent. She took advantage of me when I was singing. I copped it. Here we go. Woo! Oh, Daddy Frank played the guitar and the French harp. Sister played a ringing tambourine. And Mama couldn't hear our pretty music. She read our lips and helped the family sing. That little band was all a part of living. The things of living. Go away with your small portions. It wasn't like no normal family combo. Oh, 'cause Daddy cranked the guitar, man was blind. No, Dad, come to my rescue here, will you? I hear the train a-comin' that's rolling round the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. Well, I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. It's dragging on, it's dragging on. Lindsay and I as well, that train keeps a-rolling on down to San Antonio. Lindsay and I work at the canteen work as well. We'll see you Tuesday. Woo! There we go. On the great Atlantic Ocean to the wild Pacific shore, she climbs the flowing mountains by the hills and by the shore. She's a mighty tall and handsome, she's done quite well by all. She's a regular combination on the Wabash Cannonball. Extra portions for myself and Chris Louie on Tuesday, Valerie. What do you think? Go on, Richie. Chris, I'm looking after you. We'll get extra portions Tuesday. Woohoo! Hey, you don't know me, but you don't like me. You said you care less how I feel. Come on, Des. How many of you that sit and judge me ever walk the streets of Bakersfield? Where does the good times go? Where does the good times go? Billy Ray, Tony and Emma Scully. Woohoo! Enjoyed that one. Now, with a news flash. She's in the corner with a news flash. She just had to come here. Better go. The Taoiseach must be online, is it?
No, Eileen Spillane is just after sending in a message there for a belated happy birthday to Josephine Lynch for last Monday. And that comes in from everyone here.
Josephine Lynch, last night, I wished her happy birthday, and I meant to do it on the show tonight too. Happy birthday to my very good friend. You're right, Eileen, and that is Josephine Lynch. I'm not going to say she was 17 with a little bit of that last week. An absolute great woman, and a pleasure to know her. She's one of my best and dearest friends, and she is an absolute lady. We're out with her last night. She was there, and she had a ball. Didn't you, Josephine? Fair play to you. Now, we're going to kick on. We have a few more songs to go. Now then, it's very lively from here on in. I hope you like this one. This one is called The Sea of Heartbreak. I guess the buddy's going to help with this. Okay. The lights in the harbor, they don't shine for me. I'm like a lost ship. Oh, I'm adrift on the sea. That sea of a heartbreak, lost of the loneliness, memories of your caress, so divine. How I wish you were mine again, my dear. I'm on the sea of tears, that sea of heartbreak. Brian Kelly, like that one. How did I lose you? Oh, where did I fail? Why did you leave me? Oh, always to sail that sea of a heartbreak, lost love, the loneliness, memories of your caress, so divine. How I wish you were mine again, my dear. I'm on the sea of tears, that sea of heartbreak. Oh, what I'd give to sail back to shore, back to your arms once more. Come to my rescue. Come here to me. Take me and keep me. Right, I'm supposed to be serious here. Away from the sea. Oh, the sea of a heartbreak, lost love, loneliness, memories of your caress, so divine. How I wish you were mine again, my dear. I'm on the sea of tears, that sea of heartbreak. That sea of a heartbreak. That sea of a heartbreak. That must be a big portion I'm getting over there because Chris Toohey and Pauline are sharing it. That's not going to happen. Another fella's here smiling up because he's not in. You're not in KCI this week, are you? You could be there Tuesday, could you? We have to sit looking at us all eating dinner. Here we go, then straight into the next one. And I'm going to send you up on the old mountain of love. Oh, the crack is good tonight. I love this. Standing on a mountain looking down on the city, the way I feel is a gone pity. Teardrops are falling down the mountainside. Many times I've been here and many times I've cried. We used to be so lonely when we were in love, high on a mountain of love. Night after night I've been standing here alone, weeping out my heart till the cold gray dawn, praying that you're lonely and you come here too, hoping just by chance that I'll get a glimpse of you, trying hard to find you somewhere I love, high on a mountain of love. The mountain of love, the mountain of love, you could be ashamed. You used to be a mountain of love, but you just changed your name. Way down below there's 500,000 people, somewhere there's a church and a big tall steeple, and inside the church there's an altar filled with flowers. Wedding bells are ringing and it should have been ours. That's why I'm so lonely, dreaming from above, high on a mountain of love. Woo-hoo! He's laughing. Here we go. A mountain of love, a mountain of love. You should be ashamed. You used to be a mountain of love, but you just changed your name. Way down below there's 500,000 people. Somewhere there's a church and a big tall steeple. Inside the church there's an altar filled with flowers. Wedding bells are ringing and it should have been ours. That's why I'm so lonely, I dream from above. High on a mountain of love. 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 Brilliant song that, of course, was a Charlie Pride number. Pauline, have you anything more to say? No more news flashes or anything? Chatting to Valerie, all right. I wonder what's going on there. Anyway, do you want to come up and say hello? I think it's time I disclose this. Oh, you want to see her? She's looking fierce well. You're coming up as well, come on. They're both coming up. Wait till you see this. This is worth waiting for. This is worth waiting for. My little elf. My elf on the shelf. And Dylan, of course, as well. My elf on the shelf. I have to get 2 elves on the shelf because next week I'm going to have Dylan dressed up as well. Well, he says good luck with that. No, Dylan, pop on the next song there. This is the second last song of the night, and I do hope you're having a good night. I'm actually having a ball up here. I think it's great. These comments are fantastic. Mags, thanks for tuning in. All your images and things up there. It's brilliant. Keep them going. Keep them going. That's what this is all about. We're going to have a great Christmas because we're going to send out 2021. We're going to send it in the bin. We're going to bring in 2022. That's going to be very year. Here we go. Another night of playing in the boondocks. Another night of crying in our beer. Another night of merry quaint prairie. Crowds that never came and pumping gear. Down the old white line to fame and fortune. Maybe next time written in the sky. Always some new song to lift our spirits. With dreams that don't come true but never die. We are the leavers and the believers. We're the singers and the sinners and the breakers of the boat. We're the lovers and the leavers, lonely self-deceivers. We are the music makers and the hard men for the road. Another night of so-called tour engagement. Another dark poor nightmare far from home. Half the band don't talk to one another, and the other half are lying on the phone. It's a great life if you don't wake. The girl just wait, singing songs and selling a love sweet dreams. But there's magic when we play together. Don't ask me what it is or what it means. We are the dreamers and the believers. We're the singers and the sinners and the breakers of the boat. We're the lovers and the believers, only self-deceivers. We are the music makers and the hard men for the road. Chris, I've seen your name coming up there. Don't worry, Chris. We are going to be up there in the new year, and we're going to rip it out above the water point in County Down. I promise. You'll see our battled wagons on the highway, making pit stops at 1,000 nameless bars. We're living for the moment and the music, singing songs and reaching for the stars. But sometimes in the heart of all the madness, there are moments money cannot buy, when a singer and the song just come together, and the music is pure magic, and that's why we are the dreamers and believers. We're the singers and the sinners and the breakers on the moon. We're the lovers and believers, the lonely self-deceivers. Oh, we are the music makers and the hardmen for the road. We are the dreamers and believers, the singers, the sinners and the breakers on the moon. We're the lovers and believers, the lonely self-deceivers. How you spell that? We are the music makers and the hardmen for the road. Woo! Thank you, everybody. Mel, thanks for tuning in. Eileen as well. Samantha. We've come to the end of another show, I'm afraid. Absolute flew in tonight. Believe it or not, I was under pressure this evening because I was rushing everything. We actually finished putting this show together about 5 minutes to 8 before we came on air. So it was a bit rushed, but we got there in the end. And it's fair play to my team down there because I can't do it without them. Absolutely brilliant, the two of them. So we're going to leave us tonight. And again, all the songs I sang tonight were for fun and entertainment purposes only. If you want to hit that share button, hit away. And if you want to share this program, I'll have it up again on Facebook. I'll have it up. It'll be up straight away. As soon as I'm finished here, it'll be put straight up. And give me a couple of hours, and I will have it up on YouTube for you. I want to say a special hello to my mother down there in Mullingar and my sister Caroline. Caroline, thanks very much for that gorgeous tree. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely. I spent hours this evening putting that together. Didn't I, Pauline?
I did.
Sorry, Pauline did as well. Did you hear that? Did you? I did. No, we done a great job, joint effort. The three of us lashed into it this evening and put it together. Diane, thank you very much for tuning in, as always, to each and every one of you. Mags Fairview, Valerie, Eileen, everybody, Fiona, the lot. And I'm going to leave you with this one. This one is Sweet Caroline. Great way to end the show. Thank you, good night, and God bless. Please, please, please keep safe out there. We're going to get through this. So here we go, Sweet Caroline. Good girl, Caroline. For you, Caroline. Where it began, I can't begin to know it, but then I know it's growing strong. Was it the spring? And spring became the summer. Well, I believe you come along. My backing group. Hand, touching hand, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would, but now I... Good girl, Mary, Chris Toohey, look at the night. And it don't seem so lonely. We fill it up with only two. And when I hurt, hurting runs off my shoulders. How can I hurt when holding you? One, touching one, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Caroline. Good times never seem so good, so good, so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would. Oh, no, no. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Join us again next Saturday night at 8 o'clock. We're going to be here. All we need is you. And bring your friends with you. Sweet Caroline. Good times never seem so good. Sweet Caroline. I believe they never could. Sweet Caroline. Good times never seem so good. Girl, Marion Sheridan. And Mel Connery. Goodbye. Keep safe out there. And remember, the New Year's Eve show, tell all your friends because we are going to have one hell of a bash. So all I can say is, good night, God bless, and keep safe out there. Goodbye.